Hi, and welcome back to my lovely channel that I never post on, even though I always say I'm going to. Today I'm just gonna do the makeup, and I also got some questions on Tumblr that I'm gonna answer because they suggested me turning the answers into a video, and I thought that was a really good idea because I am not original and I have no good ideas for content anymore. So it was an anonymous question, so I don't know who asked it, but that's how people like to do it because then they get to ask me super personal stuff and I can't get mad at them. I used to actually get picked on a lot on Tumblr by anonymous people. Like, they would just ask me the most awful shit or bring up stuff that I didn't want to talk about, and it sucked. And yet I still didn't change the settings or anything. I don't know why. I don't know. Like, I felt like it was like a pussy thing to do if I just let them, you know, block them or whatever. But I don't know. Whatever. The first question is, how has your life changed in the past 5 years? That is a very interesting question. Now I have to figure it out. What was I doing in 2014? I was living at home. I would have been 15 that year. So I'm going to prime my face with this new stuff that I'm trying from Hard Candy. It's Hydrating Primer Mist, Sheer Envy. I don't know what that means. It's oil free and it's got coconut milk in it. It's infused with coconut and it smells really, really good. I'm gonna do my eyebrows next. I guess 5 years ago, I would have still been living with my parents. So 5 years ago, I know for sure I was still pretty involved in the church that my parents lead. All of that was very important to me. It was very real to me. I was very, I knew what I believed, and I believed in God, and I believed that He had a plan for me, and, I just had to obey Him and, be a good person, go to church, get closer to Him, and that way my life would just unfold as He saw fit. Comparing that to now, I'm not religious, but I do consider myself like a spiritual person, I guess, which is what everybody says, but although I don't go to church anymore, and I don't see myself as a Christian, I do believe in a higher power because I've experienced it, and it was very real to me, and it still is. There's just things that I don't agree with. For example, homosexuality being a sin. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but I don't really understand how a God who is all about love and who makes us all the way we are, I do not understand how He forgets that the second, you're not 100% straight. So yeah, now I'm still a spiritual person. I still believe that there is a higher power. Not really 100% sure what it is. I have a lot of unanswered questions. And I mean, sometimes I do get answers that I don't like. And I think that as we all go through life, we ask our questions, we find our answers, and that's how we determine who we're going to become, what we're going to believe. And that's what I believe. Kind of everything and nothing at the same time. Gonna conceal my eyes, my eyebrows. I don't live at home anymore. I guess that's a big one. I'm not as close to my family, which I just wanted to clear something up, because there are a lot of people who, on my behalf, are angry at my parents for not being accepting of my lifestyle and my choices. My skin has been really bad lately for some reason, and it sucks. And I think a lot of people expect me to hate my parents, or be mad at them. And to be fair, I was when I first left home. I was not happy that they, you know, didn't accept that part of me. But I'm not mad at my parents anymore. I think I've matured quite a bit since then. I was only 17 when I left home. I'm almost 20 now. God, I'm getting so old. I'm not angry at my parents because they believe what they believe. And I'm not saying what they believe is in total, like, wrong. It's just not what I believe. And that's okay. I realized that for a while I was being very hypocritical because I was saying, oh, you know, they were trying to, you know, change me, you know, they wanted me to be a certain way and I didn't want to, and that was wrong of them or whatever. But I realized I was being hypocritical in saying that because I was mad that they weren't a certain way. I was mad that they weren't 100% accepting. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's your parents, they should love you regardless. But that's the thing, is my parents do. I know my parents love me 100%. I love my parents so much. Family is very important to me. We just don't agree on everything. And believe it or not, they have proven it's still possible to have somewhat of a relationship with your family, even when you're not necessarily on the same page about everything. Which is great because, like I said, family is very important to me, and I would be very sad if, you know, I just was totally 100% cut off and, you know, just didn't talk to them anymore or whatever. That's definitely one thing that has changed a lot, is how close I am with my family and how much we talk. What else has changed? I got chubby. We all know that. I used to be 125 and I used to be really skinny and healthy and fit and very happy with my body. And after I moved out, I guess I didn't take such good care of myself, which, it's on me. I get it. It's on me. But yeah, these probably don't help. What else has changed in the last 5 years? Well, I got 5 years older. That was lame. Now I'm gonna use this palette that I got from Winners. It's really cute. It's called Nude, and it's got like this gorgeous drawing on it, and I absolutely love the packaging. It's adorable. And it's got these really cute shades in it. I'm gonna set my eyes with the Focus shade. It looks completely white, but it's the color of my skin. I think another thing that's definitely changed in the last 5 years is I used to be known for being like a social butterfly. Loved meeting new people. I was very blunt, especially as a child. I would just ask the questions that popped into my head. Sometimes that wasn't always great for my parents, but I was a very curious child, and I didn't really think that there was a consequence of asking whatever I wanted to. And yeah, new people fascinated me, and they still do. But one thing that's definitely changed is I'm not as comfortable in social settings anymore. I'm much more self-conscious. So I guess in a way, my self-confidence has dropped a lot, which is, you know, it's sad, but that's also a part of life, because I think as I got older and when I moved out, I wasn't ready for the amount of judgment that you get. Like going to school, going to McNaughton was the first time I'd ever been to school, because I've been homeschooled my whole life. And it's just, you automatically, there's just a standard. And nobody wants to admit that it's there, but everybody's judging you, and if you don't fit in the way they want or whatever, like you don't find your clique, you're on your own. And I didn't know that, but thankfully I was still social enough that I kind of fit into every clique that there was. I didn't really have to choose. And then as I got older, I figured out my morals on my own again, and I started picking better friends. I definitely had a phase where I just picked the worst people to be my friends. I had awful friends, and I had a time in my life where I was partying on weeknights too, like school nights, because I just didn't care anymore. The year that I left home, I had attempted suicide, and some people know that and some people don't. It was really, really rough for me because I just didn't fit in. I wasn't with my ex-girlfriend anymore, and I felt very alone. I had nobody, basically. It was just a really bad time, and I thought ending it would be better. And then a bunch of people showed up to stop me, and those are the people who are my friends. But funnily enough, half of those people I don't talk to anymore. So I think that's one thing that I've definitely learned in the last 5 years is sometimes people are there when it's really rough, but that doesn't mean that they're not just going to walk out. It doesn't mean that. People will walk out at any given time, and it sucks, and it makes me scared to have close friends. And that's another thing is, like, I have more trust issues now because I've had so many people just ditch me last minute, like shitty relationships, shitty friends, and now it's just this constant panic in the back of my head. Is this person going to leave me? Should I tell this person so much about myself? Because I don't know who they're going to tell when they leave. Socially awkward. Another palette that I got from Winners was this Temptress palette. It's really, really nice. All the colors are really pigmented, and the ones with sparkles in them are like really creamy. So nice. I think I'm gonna go for like a winter theme. That's what we're gonna go for. So just a lot of blues and sparkles. You know what I'm saying? I think we're gonna say that question is answered. My next question is, when did you last get laid? None of your fucking business. I'm not gonna tell you that. Since all your girlfriends turned out trans, do you still consider yourself bi? Okay. This is a very important question. So, when I left home, I was dating Jess, and Jess identified as a girl then. Jess is a he. Jess is a boy. Jess has started testosterone treatment. So happy for him. Jess and I are now best friends. We live together. Everything is great. Like, we're just really, really good friends. Blake was trans when I met him, so he was never my girlfriend. And we never really dated. But if we did, he would have been my boyfriend. Oliver was trans when I met him too. I don't know what it is with me and trans guys, okay? I think it's because they know how to treat women better. Because they've been there, so they understand. I guess Peyton and we never dated, but he was also trans when I met him. He was the first person who'd ever told me about it. So no, none of my girlfriends have turned out trans except for one, and he was actually questioning it when we were dating. So I also don't consider myself bi. I'm pansexual, and I know a lot of people say that pansexual is disrespectful because it's making it sound like trans people are a different gender. To me, pansexual means the inclusion of non-binary people and gender fluid people. I literally don't care about gender or gender identity. I don't care. If I like you as a person, hit me up, you know what I'm saying? It's very pigmented. You know, I could just do that and then be like every girl when they were 13. So, yeah, I am not bisexual. I think for a while I said I was because I thought pansexual was a little much to explain, and everybody always said, oh, pansexual and bisexual are the same thing. But to me it's not. Everybody has their own opinion. I'm not going to argue with anyone about it because it's different for everybody. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Okay, well, in 5 years I'm going to be 25. Ew. I don't like that. Oh god. Okay, so 25 years old, let's see. I would like to be, you know, if I was married, that'd be cool. If not married, at least engaged or in a relationship that's been going for a while, because ultimately I think 26 is a good age to start having kids, because by then, you know, you've had your chance to be young and do whatever and spend time with your spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, fiance, partner, whatever. And then it's time to settle down. You've got your career, if you have one, figured out. So, I don't know. For me, 26 is when I'd like to start having kids. But that's not what we're talking about. Okay, 5 years. A job that I actually enjoy going to. And it would be nice if it paid well as well. I don't know, like, if I'd want to be in this town. And, like, I know Quesnel is basically a shithole, but I love it here. It's become home. Yeah, there's shitty people that live here. Whatever. Get over it. They don't have to define your entire existence in this town. Only if you let them. I'd like to still have the same friends. Because the people who are my friends now are very important to me. Very close with all of them. I would like to see them settle down too. You know, in good, steady, healthy relationships. I think in 5 years I'd like to see myself off of my antidepressants for sure. Being on antidepressants is not something I want to do for the rest of my life. I don't want to have to depend on that to feel normal and to function. So eventually I'd like to stop taking them. I have tried to stop taking them on my own. Wouldn't recommend. It fucks you up. It just makes everything worse. I'd like a car. I miss having a car. So yeah, a car is definitely in my 5-year plan. More cats. I'd love more cats. More cats would be great. My cat's sleeping right now. The next and final question, unfortunately, because now I'm not even close to done my makeup and I don't have any more questions, but whatever, we can just chit chat. The last question is, what job do you have? I have the amazing honor of working at your local Denny's. And you know what? I don't get a lot of shifts in the winter. And everybody is telling me I should go get a new job, they'll give me more hours, blah, blah, blah. And I know that, like, in a sense, they have a very valid point, you know, bills to pay, stuff like that. But the reason why I'm so hesitant on finding a new job and potentially leaving Denny's is because I absolutely love it. I love working at Denny's. The people at Denny's are amazing. My boss is fantastic. I've never had a boss as sweet and as understanding and as caring as her. Everybody there is just amazing. I just love everyone there. Of course, they're my coworkers watching this will know. There are some people that I don't like, but that's life, right? Ooh, girl. That is so pigmented. Honey, yes? Okay. And this is from wiping my finger on it like twice and it's still going. There's still some on my finger. Get this palette, the Temptress palette. It's really, really good. I love it. Denny's is amazing. I love Denny's. I think I've talked about it in my other videos before. Yeah, I love my job. That's where I work right now. Denny's. Oh, another thing about where I see myself in 5 years. I would love to see myself doing more musical stuff because I miss working with music as much as I used to. Like, I used to absolutely love it. Like, music was just everything to me. And I definitely miss that. It was, like an escape in a way, as dramatic as that sounds. And now the eyes are complete. I actually really like it. I finally bought new eyelashes, so I don't have to keep peeling old glue off of them. Bow. These are my favorite. I think I'm gonna look up just some questions for a YouTube video. Questions for a pastor? Hell yeah. Everybody just seems to always want to contact me when I'm busy. Like, I love you guys, but like also 20 basic new YouTuber tag questions you must answer. I feel like I've probably covered a lot of these. Ooh, if you could collab with anyone right now, who would it be? Liza. It's gotta be Liza. I love Liza so much. And her and David need to get back together because they were the reason I believed in love, so. Oh, my boyfriend and I broke up. I guess that's important. Anyway, I was gonna say it's ironic because when my boyfriend and I were together, they broke up and we said, oh, I guess that means love isn't real and no one's gonna work out. What a coinky dink, huh? It's actually really depressing. I'm fine though. I'm actually doing really well. I'm happy for him. He's moved on. I'm moving on, I think. Anyway, enough about that. Enough about me. Jenna Marbles. Okay, I'm sorry. I love Liza, but Jenna Marbles, 100%. Those questions were lame, so we're gonna try and find some more. Meanwhile, I'm gonna start applying my lashes. I need my tweezers. It's okay, Bean. I'm not leaving you. Blinded by the sun. 116 awesome YouTube tag questions. Okay, so the question I'm going with is 6 places around the world that you want to visit. Brazil. I want to go to Brazil so bad. And Greece. Oh, Greece is so beautiful. I watched The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants for the first time like a week ago. And the one girl, in case you haven't watched it, she goes to Greece. Spoiler! And it's beautiful there. Like, it's just, oh, it's so pretty. I love it. I don't know where else I want to go. Okay, so Greece, Rome. I want to go to Rome. Italy, obviously. Brazil. I think Switzerland is cool. And Russia. So those are my 6 places I would love to travel before I croak. I always forget how springy new lashes are and how they never truly want to stick. So I might have totally butchered this right now. Oh god. I got it. I've gotten so much better at makeup and putting lashes on. I could never put lashes on for the life of me. It was awful. 3 bad habits that you have. Smoking. Still trying to quit. Stress eating. I'm trying to think. I'm kind of perfect, so. I think I'm a pushover. I've never been good at saying no to, like, kind of anything, to be honest. Like, even if something makes me uncomfortable or, you know, I'm just not in the mood. Like, if people ask me to hang out, like, it depends, like, if they do it in, like, a specific way. I usually give in because I feel guilty for not wanting to. Like, I feel bad for not wanting the same thing that they do. And so, yeah, I think I'm kind of a pushover. I give in very easily, unfortunately. I am working on that, though. Worst injury I've ever had. That's an interesting one. Probably when I dislocated my toe. That was very painful, and I had to pop it back in myself, and I wouldn't let anybody else do it. I wouldn't even let my mom touch it. I was like, no, nobody touch it. It hurts too much. I'm doing it. So I popped it back in. Very, very painful for me. Not a good time. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend dislocating your toe if, you know, you guys were making plans. Don't do that. Are you a good liar? That's a little random. Yeah. Unfortunately, I've gotten very good at lying over the years. I think it depends who I'm lying to. I have a select few friends that I can't lie to. Not that I like try on a regular basis to lie to people. Mostly about like, I think something that I do lie about more than anything. Kind of the only thing I think in my life right now that I lie about is whether I'm okay or not. Like if I'm feeling sad, I don't like to be a burden, so I usually keep how I'm feeling to myself, which is not good because, you know, it's okay to not be okay and all that. I give great advice to other people who do that, but do I take my own advice? No ma'am. The sun is like slowly coming this way, so I kind of have to hurry because else I'm gonna be 100% blinded in a moment. Three biggest fears. Drowning. Clowns. Absolutely hate clowns. I've hated clowns since I was little, and that ain't ever gonna change. I'm trying to think of what else, but I can't at the moment. Spiders, clowns. That's 2, not 3. Oh, drowning. God, I'm dumb. I would like to say I recently started baking. I don't know why I didn't do it before. I don't really know what people actually like want to know about me. I don't think that I'm that interesting of a person. But I love answering questions, so like if there's ever any questions that you guys have, like comment them, send them to me, like I'll answer them the best I can. But like questions about my sex life, for example, I mean, I could do like story times about experiences I've had, but I'm not gonna say like when the last time I got laid was, because that's literally nobody's business but mine and the person I had sex with. Let's see if there's any other good ones. My phone just froze, so that's always great. 50 questions you've never been asked. Well, we will see about that. Oh, what's your favorite candle scent? My favorite candle scent are these candles that one of my old roommates got me, and they smell like cookies, and they're really strong too. I absolutely love that. It's a beautiful smell. 10 out of 10, would recommend. What female celebrity do you wish was your sister? Either Jennifer Lawrence or Taylor Swift. And what male celebrity do you wish was your brother? Tough one. Maybe Kevin Hart or that's a weird question. Either Kevin Hart or Shawn Mendes. The sun is coming for me. Yeah. Okay. Do you know a hoarder? Okay, he's gonna hate me for this, but Jess is a hoarder. I think Jess is a hoarder. He keeps the most random, useless shit because he doesn't want to get rid of it. Even if it's not necessarily sentimental, like he'll say something like, well, just in case, like we could need it later. Packing with him, like packing his apartment, was a nightmare, let me just say. But we got through it. How old were you when you learned to ride a bike? I remember the day very well, like I remember doing it, but I'm not, I'm not 100% sure how old I was. I'm gonna say like 8 or 9. No, I think I was younger than that, but I don't remember exactly how old I was, but I do remember the day. It was a good time, and I loved it. It was scary, obviously. Like, learning to ride a bike tends to be for kids first time. Highlight used to be my absolute favorite thing to do for makeup, but now it's blush because I'm obsessed with it. I never used to use it ever, but lately it's just great. So do highlight first. For me, I prefer to do highlight first because then it's not over top the blush and it doesn't look weird. And the blush kind of like tones it down a little bit. It has been so cold lately, it's not even funny. I absolutely hate it, and winter needs to be over. Like, it was such a chill winter, like snow-wise. Like, I mean, we had like one day where it was like a bunch of snow, but even like with how cold it was, it really wasn't that bad. And then just these last couple days been absolutely freezing. Just not a good time. I usually think I put too much on, and then I'll go out and I'll be like, could have put more on. I kind of like to put it into up here where I contour, just to make it look a little more pinky and cute. I love nose blush, and I don't care what anybody says. I think it's adorable. To make your nose all pink and cute and shimmery. We're gonna do like a cute pink lip gloss because I have this really nice lip gloss that I never wear. So I finished filming and my other phone died, but this is the, I'm just gonna let my hair down. This is the finished look. I think it's really cute. I like how it turned out. Christmassy, rosy, cute. How I like my makeup most of the time. But yeah. So if you guys have any questions for like another video or video ideas, please comment them or message me or however the fuck you want to do it. I really have no ideas for content, and I would love to post more, but I don't know what to post. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that jazz. And yeah, I guess that's it. The next palette, pardon me. What job? Oh my god, 3 Snapchats. I don't know how to Google this. Ew. Into the fucking sun. The sun is coming for me. Pardon me. Yes, queen.